Well, business owners in downtown Conway are teaming up with local professional artists and student artists for a fun event.
ABC 15's Amanda Kinseth is live at the CCU Art Studio with more on the Rivertown Art Stroll. Good morning.
Good morning. That's right. The Rivertown Art Stroll, a cool thing. And Logan, you've actually had your artwork in there.
Yeah, absolutely. So I went the first week. We've got artists that are actually rotating through every week. And we have a whole new set of 8 to 10 artists who are showing work that ranges from student work, exploring metalsmithing and installation, all the way to professional cut paper, photography, painting, kind of the whole gambit.
That's cool. So people could go back every week and it's
exactly,
and
different. See a lot of variety, see really what's happening throughout the entire town and get a real selection of what's here.
All right, well, let's show off some of your stuff. Tell me what this is.
Yeah, absolutely. So these are pieces from my thesis exhibition in grad school, and so these guys are adapter kits for making wine in mason jars. My grandfather had a terrible experience as a 9-year-old hiding mason jars full of wine in cabinets and then blowing up.
Oh my God.
So I decided to help him out and create adapter kits. So this is my grape crusher, and then this is actually the pour spout where everything pours out. And then this is actually a tribute to a farmer that was here in town that sent his kids to college by actually just plowing fields all over Horry County. And so he was there, you know, morning, noon, and night working, and eventually paid for his kids to go to school, even though nobody knew how he had enough money to eat, just because he never stopped.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Very nice. I like the backstories on all these.
Thank you.
Now, have you actually used this?
Yeah, so it made a really, you know, my thesis exhibition was a lot easier because my professors may or may not have been extra happy that day. So, yeah.
Well, that's one way to do it, right?
Absolutely.
Go check out the artwork at this art stroll. Back to you.
And the Rivertown Art Stroll is every Friday night this month from 6 until 8:30 in downtown Conway.
You can visit conwayalive.com for a weekly map or just stop by the Conway Visitor Center on 3rd Avenue. Supporting professional and student artists locally. ABC 15's Amanda Kinseth is checking out a great new event that does just that. It's the Rivertown Art Stroll, and she's live at the CCU Art Studio this morning.
That's right. I'm with Charles, whose artwork was featured last week in the art stroll. And this morning, we're working on some art, right?
Yeah, of course.
All right, you got to
are.
show me the ropes and tell me what we're doing.
So when I cut, there's a definite distinction on which direction you should go, because every time you cut into a piece of paper, it actually curls the edge. So if you're doing inside cuts, they go right to left.
Okay.
That way it just kind of follows your natural fluidity of a cut. So I'm going to let you do one.
Okay.
Now it's important, I use a pinky, so you create a tripod of sorts.
So pinky down?
Yep.
Okay.
And then just use your elbow instead of your hand. That way you get a nice
instead of hand.
fluid cut. And then once you get to a point where you can't kind of turn your arm in a comfortable direction, then you just turn the paper slightly.
Okay.
And then just keep going.
If I get blood on this, will that ruin the artwork?
Well, it'll add character to the artwork.
Character, there we go. So I want to show off some of your pieces while we're doing this too.
Yeah.
Tell me about those over there.
So a lot of these deal with music as a viral kind of entity. So I chose paper because it has a natural rigidity, but it's also very fragile as well. And once you use spacers, it creates a pretty sturdy architectural structure.
Yeah, it looks really cool.
So for me, it's this idea of music as a viral entity, but it's more of a Dr. Seuss-ish viral entity where it becomes playful, energetic. I'm very much a chromophile, not a chromophobe. So the crazier the colors, the wackier the colors, the better for me.
I like it. And look, wait. I got one.
Boom.
One done. Only took me 2 minutes.
Really great edges as well, better than my students.
Oh, thank you. All right. Well, I've got some work to do. By the next time you see me, maybe I'll have 2 more done. Back to you.
Good for you, Amanda. I have no artistic ability, so I'm sure you're going to be great out there. And it's all about supporting the downtown Conway businesses, student artists, and local professional artists. This is Rivertown Art Stroll every Friday night this month from 6 until 8:30 in downtown Conway. Visit conwayalive.com for a map or stop by the Conway Visitor Center on 3rd Avenue.
All right, well, business owners in downtown Conway are teaming up with local professional artists and student artists for a very fun event.
ABC 15's Amanda Kinseth is live at the CCU Art Studio with details on the Rivertown Art Stroll. Good morning.
That's right. It's really cool. You can walk around Conway and see all this artwork. And Charles and I are making some art. And look, I cut it all out and no blood on there.
No blood. That's a successful first outing.
Yes. So what are we doing now?
So this is, you know, I would actually finish this out. It'd be 15 layers-ish, thereabouts. And then I use a glue made by Beacon that is acid and linen free. That way it won't tarnish the paper.
Okay.
Over a period of time. If it has acid in it, the paper will turn brown. That chemical will leach into it, so on and so forth. But now we're going to kind of assemble what we do have, and I'm going to do one, and then I'll let you do the rest of them. Normally when I'm working with this type of glue, I wear a respirator just for precautionary reasons.
Oh, great.
Just because it smells a little bit.
Don't breathe
but,
right now.
you know, just don't huff, right? And then, you know, very carefully, just kind of line up everything. And then one layer is down, and then you can do the next.
All right. And just to show you what it will turn out like, right over here, you can see how awesome this looks right here.
Yeah, eventually in these type of works, it layers pretty easily. You know, it creates a really nice mass. This is a very strong glue, so it's going to hold for a long period of time.
Nice. And you were actually featured in the Art Stroll in Conway last week, and then you're also in Myrtle Beach right now too. At the Art Museum.
It's at the Art Museum. I've got about 35 pieces. Last week I was at the Bottle Shop. I had about 5 or 6 pieces there. Really great atmosphere. It's a really good community kind of outreach and coming together of artists and local businesses. And I'm looking forward to the continuation of the art walks. I think it's going to be a really great thing for Conway and connecting community with artists.
Absolutely. Lots of art in Conway right now. How'd I do?
Oh, great.
Okay.
It looks fantastic.
We've got a few more. We'll show them off when you see us next time. Back to you.
Yeah, it's a tough morning on the job, Amanda. She loves getting crafty, so I'm sure she's having a ball out there.
Well, the Rivertown Art Stroll is every Friday night this month from 6 until 8:30 in downtown Conway.
Visit conwaylive.com for a map or the Conway Visitor Center on 3rd Avenue.
Well, it's all about supporting local businesses, student artists, and professional artists.
ABC 15's Amanda Kinzeth has become an artist herself. She's live at the CCU Art Studio talking about the Rivertown Art Stroll.
That's right. And here's my masterpiece right here. What do you think, Easton? You like that?
I think you did a nice job.
Thank you.
Yeah, looks kind of like a heart. It's February. Works well.
Yes,
yeah, I think you did a nice
it goes along
job.
with the colors. Maybe they'll hang this up somewhere along the art stroll, do you think, on
that'd
Friday?
be great. I think that'd be a good idea. You know, if you go by the bottle shop, I think they might hang it up because they had Charles's work last week. So I think it'd be a nice carryover.
I am coming by the bottle shop. I think he'll do that for me, too. So talk about your pieces are going to be up this Friday as well.
They are. They're going to be at the Walkabout Outfitters. So the art walk starts 6 to 8:30. This is one of my photographs that's going to be showing. It's from a series they did called Blues Land that has to do with the geography of the Mississippi Delta blues. So I spent 3 years with 2 colleagues and 2 photographers and a geographer where we went around researching blues sites and then photographed them, and it was kind of fun. So this is, I still shoot film. I shoot black and white film, so this is a black and white print, obviously. And so this is actually in Baptist-town. It's a community in Greenwood, Mississippi. It's not far from where Robert Johnson, who sold his soul to the devil to play the blues, died. So he died not far from this point.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Now,
so
are you actually going to be out there talking about these as
I
well?
will, yeah. I'll have 5 prints out, and then I'll be able to talk about the research. I'll have more info about it and things like that.
Really cool.
Yeah.
And what a fun thing, you know, we've talked before about all the art that goes on in Conway, and it's just a great event where you can walk around every week because every week it's different stuff up there, too. Back to you.
Fantastic. Kind of a win-win for local businesses and artists.
Yeah, the Rivertown Art Stroll is every Friday night this month from 6 until 8:30 in downtown Conway.
Visit conwaylive.com for a weekly map or just stop by the Visitor Center on 3rd Avenue.